Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
Act of God as Mahama builds another Akosombo dam. Act of God as Mahama builds another Akosombo dam. Now, it's not a secret that right now in Ghana, we are having some erratic power supply. It's not so serious, but my brother, my sister, Ghanaians always want their power supply smooth. So complaints are coming left, right, and center. Yesterday, we dealt with a bit of it. We dealt with the Python story. My brother, my sister, Ghanaians want to find out exactly what the issue is with the power supply. But it's not far-fetched. Right there at Akosombo, the engine room, what we call the MCR, the master control room, went up in flames. And that is the heartbeat of our electricity supply. And photos are awash social media. That's it. This is the engine room of our power supply in Ghana. Parts built by the first president of the Republic, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Fire people were here to try and salvage the building. They did their best, but a lot of equipment went up in flames. But the engineers were quick enough to go in there and start working out to restore power supply to the nation. And so far, so good. The whole master control room went up in flames. A big chunk of it was burnt out. And then the engineers have been able to squeeze water from out of hard granite rocks. So the president was so elated. He had to walk up to the people in Akosombo and talk to them. First and foremost, he told them how excited he was that despite this big problem, they were still able to gather human resources, go in there, and still provide the nation with power.
Government can give you, will continue.
But he said something else, that this is an act of God. And for that matter, what? Watch this.
Thank you very much. We heard about the sad event, the fire outbreak in your control room. And of course, Ghanaians have felt the impact of what happened. You worked hard, but it's not surprising because VRA has been one of the best organized state-owned enterprises. So I'm not surprised that you have the kind of quality of human resource to be able to ameliorate what happened. And so when I heard that, our engineers say they're going to find a way of bringing it back on, I wasn't surprised because I know VRA has some of the best personnel you can ever get anywhere in the world. So I want to thank you for the sacrifice. This is an act of God. I mean, who would have expected that the control room would develop this kind of fire? But of course, I hear it's been there since 1964. So they say in adversity is opportunity. Because now that this adversity has happened, it makes it, gives us an opportunity to replace with it a more modern control room that will serve this Akosombo plant and let it work for more generations yet unborn. And so I told the minister I was coming here to see for myself the work you had done. He's briefed me. You have 4 of the turbines back on, and he says that you're working another miracle and that I'll get good news soon with the remaining 2 turbines also coming back on. So I want to thank you very much for what you've done. and we encourage you to continue to work. VRA will continue to be one of the foremost state-owned enterprises, and Gridco and VRA, both of you, you are among the foremost twins of the same mother, Gridco and VRA, and we know that you continue to work, and every support.
The president went in there and spoke to them, whipped them on, Yama to nationalistically power on. And I'm excited about that, aren't you? Now watch this. After the president spoke, he spoke about the hand of God and that this thing has been there from 1964. He was right. 64, I was negative 10 years young. Today, if I am about 52, then it means that building is about 62 years old. There has never been a fire there. Kwame Nkrumah made sure that he brought Sheikh Al-Hajj Ibrahim Ilyas to come over and pray before the Akosombo Dam was opened. He brought men of God to come there and pray, because he knew it was not only physical, it was spiritual. This is the first president of Ghana. It was his biggest project, the biggest project ever seen in Africa in his days. Can I tell you more? It cost us 138 million pounds. About that. 138 million pounds sterling to be able, my brother, my sister, to build this beautiful dam. It was the biggest man-made dam in the whole world in terms of size. The whole world. Nkrumah built it. Can you believe that? What an ambitious visionary. And it cost us 138 million British pounds. How did Ghana fund this? Can I tell you? Ghana paid out of this money 98 million British pounds from its own internally generated funds. We paid over 60% the cost of the whole project. America gave us 47 million pounds. And it was from US aid and all those outfits that also gave us those loans. And Britain, England, also gave us a loan of 14 million British pounds. Added up, we were able to build this thing. My brother, at the time it was the biggest. When Nkrumah was building it, over 800,000 people were displaced. Thanks to the people of Akosombo. They gladly relocated in order to have this 800,000 people. They relocated. They left their homes. They left their gods. They left their shrines and went away because Nkrumah needed the land. 70,000 villages were taken. Today, the names of some of those villages have even been lost. 70,000 villages were gone. He just spoke with the chiefs. Medakuku, ye pamucho, ye pe asaseno. So, mude ye the electricity but oh, ye da nyame ase. Asase ya da wase. Fa. And they left their groves, their shrines, their villages, and relocated into other areas. May God bless the people of the area. No fighting. no giddy giddy, no serious compensation. They just relocated them with nothing more to start life again. 70,000 villages, 800,000 people were relocated. That was how Nkrumah was able to build this. 1964. It was the biggest project ever in the history of Africa at the time. The biggest man-made dam. This is the Volta River that this thing is sitting on. No major works happened from that time. Never had a fire there. After 62 years, a fire has gone to graze down the control room. Mahama says, you know what? God is just reminding us that he has given us so much favor. He's protected us. But some of the equipment here are obsolete. He needs to bring the fire to clean up the place so that we will replace some of the equipment. That's what Mahama said. And that it gives us an opportunity, this act of God, to be able to fix the place. And I trust Mahama to be the next Kwame Nkrumah, to bring honor to the Akosombo Dam. The same way he's bringing honor to a lot of the legacies of Kwame Nkrumah. I'm excited. Are you? Is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonomo, where we speak truth to power. But when I look at this, there's something that excites me even more. Aside the relocation of the people, the acceptance of the project, the biggest man-made dam and all that. My brother, my sister, when Nkrumah was commissioning this, Sheikh Alhaj Ibrahim Inyas was brought there to pray, as you were told. And he looked at the whole project. Those who didn't believe that Nkrumah could do it, even America, that gave out 47 million at the time. Nkrumah gave 98 from the people of Ghana and the coffers of Ghana. Britain gave us only 14 million at the time. This is a signature of Ghanaians. Even after building this 2 years later, Nkrumah was sacked. One of the major reasons Nkrumah built this was Valco. Do you remember Valco? Let's look at how Nkrumah intended to make this a life-changing event. How Nkrumah built Valco, an electricity consuming factory. All because of this. Let's take you to 1964, when this was commissioned. Watch this.
Was judged ready for a formal inauguration, with young pioneers, acolytes of the new Ghana, and chiefs, cheerfully meaningless relics of the old Ghana, but adding solemnity to the moment of national self-congratulation. And finally, Dr. Nkrumah himself, Osajifo the President, in vice-regal motorcar and sunny mood. This was his dam. He'd borrowed the money, approved the plans, all but built it. Problems were for another day. Budget day, in point of fact, in a fortnight's time, when Ghanaians will learn that they're drastically overspent. But not on the dam, on other, less easily justifiable projects. The dam will pay for itself by the sale of power.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world of these contradictions, however, keep the world going. Let me explain what I mean. Ghana is a small but very dynamic, independent African state. We are trying to reconstruct our economy and to build a new, free and equal society. To do this, we must attain control of our own economic and political destinies. Only this
Ghana is a small but dynamic African state. We have to reconstruct our own economy if we must be truly independent. And it's only through this we will be able to deal with it. And you heard the BBC reporter saying that so much money had gone into it, a lot of loans, but Nkrumah said the debt will pay for itself with the Akosombo Dam. Nkrumah had lofty ideas, but 2 years later he was overthrown. Ghana went through a lot of crisis. A lot of crisis. A lot of crisis, my brother. And we couldn't have the patience to understand that it was just a sacrifice. No, we kicked out Nkrumah. Yet the Akosombo Dam has stood the test of time. Congratulations to Nkrumah. And congratulations to Mahama, who wants to continue the legacy of Kwame Nkrumah, to be able to give the Akosombo Dam a facelift by building a new modern control room. Congratulations. Dash is the black pot, aka Kukushodomo, where we speak truth.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.